Hello everybody, I'm Danielle Keynes, and today we are going to solve a problem in Chapter 1 of Accounting 1030. The problem is E1-5. So it's asking us to compute the missing amount in the accounting equation for each business. It's giving us, parts of the accounting equation and asking us to solve for the other missing element. So remember the accounting equation, let's go over that first, is assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. So assets are all the resources of a business. And if you look at all of the assets that a business owns, they're either owed to somebody, so that our liabilities are what we owe, or they're owned by the owners. So for example, if we have $1,000 in assets and we sold all those assets and got cash, they're either owed to somebody as liabilities, or the owners own the rest of it. After all of the liabilities are paid off, the rest is owned by the owners. So let's look at a very simple equation. You'll probably remember from your math that a very simple equation, let's say assets equal 7, liabilities are 5, and owner's equity is 2. No matter which two numbers we know, we can calculate the third one. So for example, if we don't know what the assets are, we can just add the liabilities and the owner's equity, 5 plus 2, to give us 7. If we don't know what the liabilities are, so we didn't know what 5 was, we can take the 7 and subtract 2. 7 minus 2. So assets minus owner's equity gives us liabilities. If we don't know what the owner's equity is, likewise, we can take the assets minus the liabilities to get the owner's equity. 7 minus 5 equals 2. So that's a very simple equation, but you can refer back to this if you're trying to figure out, okay, do I add or subtract to get to these numbers? So let's take a look at our problem. First one, economy cuts. They don't have the assets. So they're saying the liabilities are 120,000, that's what we owe, and the owners own 40,000. So if we need to calculate the assets, we're going to add these two together. So we're going to add the liabilities plus the equity. So it's 160,000. So if we have $160,000 in assets, 120 is owed and 40,000 is owned by the owners. Markpole dry cleaners, we don't know the liabilities, but we do know the assets. So the total assets are 100, owner's equity is 50. So here, if we look back at our little equation, we're going to subtract the owner's equity from the assets. So we're going to take the assets and we're going to subtract the owner's equity, and that's going to give us 50. So it's an even 50-50 makes up our 100. And you can check back by saying, yes, 50 plus 50 equals 100, just like our equation. Here, we don't know the owner's equity. So we know the liabilities, we know the assets. So we're going to take the assets, subtract the liabilities to get the owner's equity. So here's 145,000 minus 115 is going to give us 30,000. So that's how we solve for assets, liabilities, and owner's equity when we know two of the variables and don't know the other one. So that's E1-5 of Accounting 1030, Chapter 1. Thank you.